Hi guys, so today I have my nail polish that I wore in the month of February, and of course Valentine's Day was in this month, so you can see a lot of the polishes were inspired by Valentine's Day. I don't usually wear pinks all that much, so this is quite a bit for me. And of course I have some other polishes that are not pink just because I felt like changing them up a little bit. Also, this month is a shorter month, so I don't have a whole lot to show you, but let's just get started. So the first two that I wore were very similar because I wanted to compare them. I just pulled them out from my collection. This one is from Sinful Colors and it is in the color Zeus. This one is a rather old polish for me. I'm not sure if you can still find it, but I love this color. This is so good. It's a light dusty purple color. You can see that flash of pink in there. It's so strong, and on the nails it looks magical. It looks way better than what it is in the bottle, which rarely happens. I just love it so much. I'm so glad I tried it again, and I have to wear it soon again. And then the other one I compared with it is from Zoya. This one is in the color Lotus. You can tell that this one is much more purple, but it also has that very similar sheen inside. I think they just probably use the same shimmer inside of the bottles. The Zoya one looks a lot more dusty and the shimmer doesn't show up as strong. Regardless, I don't think it looks bad by any means. It's just a different kind of look, and I also really enjoyed it. Then I wore Limby Designs from the Ashes. So this one is a nudie pink color. It has some linear hollow, but the hollow wasn't really strong, and then the pink comes from a reddish kind of glitter inside, actually micro glitter. I feel the base is really sheer. It's colored in this nudie color, but it almost feels like it's a crelly or a jelly finish, and this color is so similar to my skin tone. It's like the perfect nudie color for me. It almost feels like I used a clear polish with some red shimmer in it. So I think this one would be appropriate for me if I need to go to some occasions with the nude polish. It really just feels like I put some sort of sheen or like a nail treatment on my nails, and it looked really nice on my skin tone anyways. Then I did some stamping with it. So this one is a new plate for me, and I'm gonna talk a little bit more about this because I just found this website. I'm gonna do a overall review of the website because I got quite a few things from them. One of them is a nail polish stamper plate. So you can see this is what it looks like. It looks really pretty, and that's the number of it. I'm not sure if it means anything. I'm not an expert of stamping by any means. I'm not sure what those things even mean to me. Anyways, I think this plate looks really magical. It's got like castles and mermaids and like unicorns and whatnot, but I picked a really boring pattern out of here. It's just those kind of clouds, and I just stamped a blue color using those clouds over that Limby Design color, and I like it. I think it's pretty good. I think because of the blue that I use, it almost made the base polish more reddish looking. It's really nice. I really enjoyed it. Then I pulled out my OPI Pussy Galore. So this one is a pink color. It's a frosty pink. It's not really a color that I would usually go for, and this one is a texture polish, or OPI called it liquid sand. So their liquid sand formula is not as textured. I usually don't like the gritty feeling on my nails, but this one isn't that bad. I think I'm still a little torn after using it. I wanted to see if I still like it, but I just feel it's so cool toned and so frosty. I just can't decide if I like it that much at all. And afterwards, because it had that little grit, I figured maybe I can use a glitter on top. So I tried out my icing on the cake from Ginger and Liz. That one is in my project polish. Over the top of it, I don't think the glitter is really dense. I think the combo did change this polish just a slight bit and made it a little bit more interesting. Then I used a polish that I recently purchased. It was like Black Friday. It wasn't recent at all. Anyways, I still haven't tried it. So this one is from Bohemian Polish. The color is Coming Home Again. It's a cement gray color. I'm not sure what inspired me to wear this in the middle of February. Anyways, I think it looks really promising in the bottle. You can see all those multi-chrome shark glitters, but on the nails I think the base is just too thick and it covered the glitters almost completely. And then as I was removing it, you can see that I kind of took the polish off of one nail without scrubbing too much, and then you can see all the glitters are still stuck on the base of my nail bed. So it made me realize it's because the base was too thick. It wasn't really a jelly enough formula to show through the glitters inside. So I figured maybe if I use a sponge to sponge this on as an extra coat, it probably would look better. So I did that. It did really help a lot because the sponge absorbed all the base color, the gray, and it just left all the glitters on the sponge. All the glitters really showed up. The end result did look really good, and I think it kind of looks like what it is in the bottle now. But at the same time, I was asking myself, is this really worth it? Because I could just use any gray color as a base and then top it off with some sort of multi-chrome shark glitter topper. I will get the same thing. Why do I need to go through the trouble of using a sponge? Then I tried out another polish I also got from Black Friday last year. This one is from Pinted Polish by Lexi, and the color is called Carnivals and Cotton Candy. This one typically is not really a color I would go for because it's pink. I don't usually wear pinks, but for the sake of Valentine's Day, I wore it, and oh my gosh, I'm so glad I wore it because this one is so good. It looks like it's more like a salmon-y pink, but on the nails, I feel it leans a little bit more cool-toned. And it has a lot of hollow glitters inside. It has some linear hollow, and of course it has some scattered hollow glitters as well. I think what made it really good is that, well, of course under sunlight the linear looks beautiful, but what made it stand out so much more is under indirect sunlight, like indoors and whatnot, all the scattered hollow, they really shine through. Like, they don't require much light for you to see them. So even indoors they look really sparkly and just, oh my gosh, I love this so much. Next one I wore was also a winner, but this color is kind of weird for February because it's a mossy green. It's a little bit darker. It feels more like a fall polish, but I don't know why, I just felt like wearing it. This one is from Square Hue. The color is called Savannah Sundowner. It came from 2013 September collection, so I'm not sure if you can still get it, but it's such a good color. It's just that mossy green with a lot of gold shimmer, and it's very easy to coat, and it's really unique, and I love it so much. Then I went back for some more Valentine's Day's nail. This one is from Pretty Jelly. It doesn't have a sticker on it. I think either it was a prototype or maybe I lost a sticker. I don't know what happened to it. This one is a white jelly base with a lot of gold glitters and red and blue micro glitters, and it also has some red heart glitters in there. So I've worn this before as accent nails and I loved it, so this time around I wore it on all of my nails, but I think I like it way less worn this way because the white just doesn't appear very crisp in those colors, and it looks a little bit muddy or murky. I just don't appreciate that, and I feel the hearts are really hard to fetch. I painted each nail 2 coats, so I did 20 coats to finish my manicure, and I was only able to get 8 hearts. So that's a pretty low ratio, and if I did the heart on the first coat, then the second coat almost would completely cover it, so it's pointless. I just wish the hearts stand out a little bit more, or if they're just micro glitters, it probably would be better. I don't know. It feels good, but it's like it's just missing a little bit something that I can't quite put my fingers on. Then I used Julep Love. Just the name alone, right? It has to be a Valentine's polish. So this one, it looks like it's a gold base, shimmery base with a lot of red glitters, but actually when I wore it, I realized it was in a clear base and it just has a lot of like micro fine gold shimmer in it, and because of that it really was hard to get it opaque. I did 2 coats. You can kind of still see my nail line, but it didn't feel like it was so sheer. I think mainly because of the gold shimmer was so reflective. It kind of like bounces the light back, so it's a little deceiving. It's hard to see your nail line, not because it's opaque, but because of the reflection. I don't know if that makes sense to you, but it's just really hard to describe, and I don't know if I like it that much. It's a little strange, and I was kind of like, it's not bad. I don't hate it, but I don't love it either. So I'm not sure. I probably would try to use it as a topper, see if that works out. I'm wondering if I should just pan it in my project polish. Let me know down below if you have any opinions, because I feel for me the perfect polishes to pan are those that I don't super love because I don't want to run out of them, and they also couldn't be the ones I hate because I would rather just declutter them. It's polishes like this that are, you know, I can't quite figure out if I like them or not. And also this one is a really small bottle, so it probably wouldn't be too hard. So let me know if you think I should pan it next. The last polish I wore is from Color Club. This one is called Wild and Willing. Look at this bottle. It looks so pretty. It feels more like a fall polish again, but I just felt like wearing it. This one is a multi-chrome or maybe a dual chrome. It shifts from a gold, orangey gold to like green and pink. So it looks really pretty and it's really liquidy, so I expect it to be not very opaque at all. So I had to use 3 coats, and it borderline still feels like I needed a 4th coat, but I stopped at 3. It was really liquidy, so it didn't really add on a whole lot of drying time, so that was a plus. But 3 coats is still kind of annoying though. Regardless, I like the finish. I think it dried out a lot more gold compared to what it is in the bottle. In the bottle, it looks a lot more pink and warm toned, but on the nails, it looked a little bit more cool toned. I think it looked pretty good. I was just slightly bothered by how many coats I had to do. And actually, I use this one more time on my nails right now. This is what I have, but I actually used 2 coats of Zoya Beth first and then used this as a topper. I think it changed the tone quite a bit because Zoya Beth was such a more like a cool tone champagne color. It made it, you know, very different. I don't know. I don't think I like this combo very much because it has that, I don't know, weird color to it. And I just don't like that much. But the dual chrome is still pretty strong. It shifts from like a pink to green. So I don't know, I just feel I don't appreciate this combo that much. But it did make it a lot easier to wear because you just do your normal base color and then top this off. I'm a little torn if I should keep it or not because I just don't feel like working 3 or 4 coats of this every time I wear it. So that's all the nail polishes I wore this month. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you want to watch more from the series, I will link the playlist down below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give me a like and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Bye.